Hey there, everyone. I am Thakard, and welcome back to more Starfield. So, last couple episodes, we've been dealing with the Terramorph threat. We rescued Kaiser from he was like being drained of energy on this old mech graveyard. And we decided that we were going to use a creature to help hunt down these things. The other option that we could have done, which for some reason, considering Sarah was all like, oh, this war was so bad and everything else, and I'm so glad these death machines are gone. When they gave me the option of using a biological weapon against the Terramorphs, and I said, no, that could cause issues. Apparently she didn't like it. The lady who's been like, man, these massive weapons of war that have caused so many people to die and everything else, I really don't like them. And then you go, all right, I'm not going to use the bioweapon. And she's like, why the hell not? What's wrong with you? So, I mean, that's a little inconsistent game. I'm not quite sure why you decided to go that way, but you did.
Hey.
All right. I might have said before that I was going to grab some ammunition. I didn't. We might run buy some stuff on our way out. Okay, we are headed where now? Londinion. Yeah, Londinion. Okay, so I did a little bit of running around. I didn't find much in the way of, unfortunately, of 45 ammo, and I wasn't able to make any because I didn't have any mercury. Why I needed mercury for, don't know why, but except, yes,
This
hello.
world is off limits. You are advised to jump to safe harbor immediately.
Clear to be here. I'm meeting with Commander Hatum.
Let me check my logs. All right, you can proceed. We'll let them know you're on your way down.
Londinion. So yeah, I haven't been to the system yet. Let's do some scanning while we're here. These guys did some crazy bad stuff to each other, okay?
Landing struts primed. Retros firing.
I need to do the thing that allows me more people on my ship as well. I did level, but I think I need I think it's running around with people. So the thing that I want so I can get more people on my ship is this, which is ship command. I need 2 more points to spend. So I was kind of working on leadership, although this is the only one I really cared about. Oh, being healed by my friends isn't a bad thing. So that's not too terrible. But I do have a point. I've not unlocked that yet. Okay. Maybe more outpost management. Additional cargo links can be placed. You know what? We'll do some of this too. All right, we'll grab that. Build cargo links on 6 different planets. Damn, I should have grabbed that before. Now I'm gonna have to colonize 6 more planets, or redo my cargo links at least. And I really don't want to redo my It'll probably be easier to just colonize 6 more planets.
Hey there. Time to get moving.
That hey there was a little personal sounding. Did you sleep well? Why are you looking at me like that? Oh, nope, we're going out the other direction, aren't we? Hang on. Getting to the door takes a bit in this place. The door's over here, right? Yep, there it is. It's a big ship. I love it. It's a big ship. Some of the designs in it don't make any sense, but...
I've heard the stories, but I've never seen it with my own eyes.
Extreme cold. Husk frogs. Oh. As long as I'm here.
Inside the barriers, double time!
Okay.
You with the Xeno unit? You head to command, far end of the compound.
So how come this guy gets to stand here all day and not get hit with freezing issues? And I have to, you know, get hit with freezing issues. You know what? Hang on a second. This might have been stupid, but is there something that makes me take less damage? I'm sure there is. Now that's for healing. Getting up to the next level of suit designs, which will allow me to have more resistance to stuff. Oh, hang on. What's that? You can create improved chems. Interesting. Ooh, extra power on our ships. Oh, I should do that. Can build outposts on planets with extreme temperatures. Those planets would suck, you know? Maybe it would be over here. I think this is mainly ship stuff. Alright. Physical, maybe? That's more oxygen. Health. Damage resistance. Oh, hang on a second. This food and drink are now more effective. That might actually be worthwhile. I could learn to do a combat slide. Don't really care. Here we go. More. I'm looking for more like cold and everything else. Screw it. All right. We're hanging out in what was the old Terror Brew?
I pride myself on knowing everyone on this world, and I don't know you. You're with the collection team then, I presume. Either that, or you're one deeply unlucky trespasser.
You're expecting me.
Vanguard.
That's me.
Brief said you were an eclectic group. You must have really shined out on the fringe to get assigned a task like this. Ah, then this must be the rest of your outfit.
Commander Hatum,
No need for introductions, Major Sinan. Dr. Walker, your reputations precede you. As does the urgency of your mission. So I'll get to it.
All of a sudden I have more people with
Londinion
me.
is one of the most dangerous places in the Milky Way. It's with good reason my soldiers and I do everything we can to avoid entering the city. Terramorphs are omnipresent, and the structural damage left behind when Major Sinan's father bombed its spaceport has turned large swathes of the metropolis into a decaying labyrinth. As such, we'll be providing you all with gear, information, and uploading municipal unlock codes to your robot. Every tool you could need to succeed out there.
Okay,
Except
good.
one. Once you're on the other side
Skill.
of those barriers, you will be on your own. If you get into trouble, my people will not be coming.
Fair
Do
enough.
we understand each other?
Yep.
Precisely. I'll leave you to your preparations then. You can find your equipment in our armory, base of the tower just outside. And I do believe there's someone waiting for you there, Captain. Now, once you're
Someone
outside
waiting?
the base, it's my personal suggestion you make a beeline to the nearby Aceles plant. It contains one of our field caches. Though I can't guarantee it won't contain anything else. I
Ah,
hope you will
wonderful.
find what you're looking for.
Maybe
out
some
there.
45 ammo.
Robot,
Although they
you're
don't
coming
really
with me.
use it.
Yes, ma'am.
Thank you, Commander. Percival, you all set to hook into their comms tower?
Should only take a few minutes. Let's get this done and get the hell out of here.
Percival will be scanning the city for our samples from here. When he finds one, he'll transmit the coordinates to us out in the
Yeah,
field.
at least he'll be safer. Alright, let's do it.
All right. Head over to the armory and gear up. Once you're done, we'll meet by the entrance to the city.
Collect my gear. I kind of have gear. More stuff I can sell. That's a cool looking outfit. It's now my outfit. Although I don't really keep many of them. Where's my optional? Collect your gear. Is this where I go to collect my gear? Yeah, I would say so. First things first, steal all their coffee. That's a lot of healing.
Howdy.
Howdy?
You match our description. The Vanguard captain? The cabinet wanted you to have something. Make sure you had the best tools for the task at hand. Now, if you'll excuse me.
Okay.
There's a huge difference between being prepared and carrying too much.
Not really. I kind of consider them both the same. Oh, and here I thought we would have an episode without an unlock. What's inside here? We got nothing worthwhile. Okay. Nothing
Give
there.
him one for me, all right?
Oh, we'll give him something. We'll give him something. Anything else? What's that? Notepad. I was hoping for like one of those
Can't try it right
upgrades.
now.
Alright, I'm sorry. Okay, so, whoop, hang on a second. Got some stuff there. Okay. Already have a whole bunch of stuff. To drop off into the cargo hold. I did upgrade the acid rain some. I gave it a tech barrel, a recon laser sight, a reflex sight, suppressor. Already had the tactical grip. I gave it whiteout rounds because I couldn't give it the armor piercing rounds. So I figured if I couldn't do more damage with it, I'll just burn people with corrosive acids and set them on fire at the same time. You know, so big bang, beam shotgun, reach, bridger, inflictor. They're kind of cool weapons. I kind of like this. Yeah, my acid rain Grendel doesn't quite do as much damage. This is 6 physical plus 2 energy. But hopefully the other stuff on it makes it better. I don't know. I might have just completely killed it. So is this one that it just gave us? No, that's the one that I have. This is the X989 micro gun. Every 4th shot fires 2 projectiles at once. And I'm assuming there's going to be a lot of 4th shots, considering you have a fire rate of 350 with a 340 magazine. So, yeah. I wonder if we can do some upgrades. Lacerate. Do I travel off-world really quick? Sentinel's Advanced UC Anti-Xeno. So it's a little bit more corrosive and just a little bit more physical. Gives us 15% more damage from 15% less damage from aliens. Auto med pack and Sentinel, which this one has as well. Oh, this one also has. Okay, so that's not that shabby. Less melee damage. Ooh, more carrying capacity. That's nice. All right. This one can set things on fire that are near me, though, which is, let's be honest, quite fun. This one can set people on fire near me as well. All right, I'll just keep the Mantis suit right now. I'm going to see if I can't... The mission might not let me. I'm going to see if I can't go back to my house and adapt some of this new weapon of mine. Alright, so I came back. Wow. I wasn't able to do much in the way of mods. For that one weapon, I only switched out the barrel because it was pretty much all modded up. But I did mod up our rifle to make it a little bit better. Replace the barrel and something else. As much as I could with, unfortunately, the limited resources that I had at the time. But it will allow us to have a little bit extra oomph, a little bit less, better stability, that type of thing. So we will take all the help we can get right now. Alright. Let's meet up with our group.
Transfer complete. Those codes will allow restore power to most facilities in the city. Systems should shut themselves back down automatically.
Duly noted, Commander.
All right. It's already too damn cold.
All set on your gear? You ready to do this?
Ready to fight monsters? Yep.
Then let's get this show on the road. Kaiser? Percival, everything green on your ends?
I am ready.
Personal comm should be routed through Kaiser now. You copy that?
Roger, loud and clear.
Perhaps too loud.
Oh, you're a riot robot.
Kaiser, kick it off.
Unlock code transmitted. You may open the gate when ready.
Yeah, but didn't grab a lot of 45, but I do have some. All right, for the time being, I'm going to take the big gun, and I'm going to put it on what normally would be my axe, because let's be honest, we're going into a city overrun by terramorphs. If I need to pull out my shattering extruded rescue axe, shit be out of control. Just gonna put it that way. Oh yeah, by the way, this thing is silenced. Yep, that's a thing. It's silenced, okay. Oh, let's get as much XP buff as we can out of this. There we go. And is there anything here that does... Let's do the damage resistance, I guess. Alright, hope we have enough of all that.
Alright. On our way into the city. Percival, where are we heading?
Running the first sweep. Got one. A Sealy's. Not far. Old shipping yard just past the processing plant. Gene samples are probably in one of the containers.
I was really hoping this would have kind of like an alien feel. That would have been really cool. But, I mean, I'm assuming most of it's going to be outside, yeah.
That creature. It's dominated. Must be a morph nearby, keeping it under its sway. Let's put it down. Morph him. Clean him up.
Was that a terramorph thrall?
Oh, that's pungent.
Oh, shit. Sorry, friend. This thing hits really, really hard to,
Your shipping yard's just beyond the processing.
whatchamacallit,
Catch with
full
some
health
buddies
enemies.
towards the rear of the facility.
Kaiser, we close enough for you to dial in the location of those samples from here?
Yes, they're faint, but I'm detecting multiple valid signatures. I have restored power to the containers.
Jackpot. Get down there and collect as many as you can.
All right. Nice. Oh, what I won't give for a loot all button. Although we are taking this so no one else can ever have some. Maybe that's frowned upon. Probably should leave some for, like, anybody else that gets lost out here. Yeah. They should have planned ahead. Really? That sucks. There we go. That works. Alright, what we got? Titanium Scouts Advanced Shoddy. Alright. I guess we're going up the stairs. Are we moving through here? Dead guy. Okay, did I miss a door in there? Must have. Up. Yeah. All right, let's keep going. It just kept the gene samples. Oh, along with some 45.
Morphs! Open fire!
Damn.
Bring it on.
This guy. Oh, yeah. There we go. Out of bullets. Reloading. Alright, I have to deal with... What is this? Frostbite. Taking health damage expends O2. I don't have to treat that yet. I just have to not take damage, that's all. I love this little 40. Alright. Reload while we got a chance. Okay, I'm assuming that will trigger another attack. Nope. Okay, that's good. I was hoping to be like fighting off dozens of these things, so I kind of hope it tees it up a little bit more here. It's frostbite just got worse. Oh no, I'm stable now. Oh, wait. Whatever.
All Achilles samples collected.
Shattered shock.
Hand those over to Kaiser, and let's get out of here.
Hang on a second. So what is this guy? Shattered shock. So how does this compare to my there's the Ashta Tamer. Shattered shock. Where's my compare? I thought there was a compare thing. Oh, there it is. Now I see it. Shattered shock. Compared to equipped. Shattered shock does a lot more damage. All right, I guess we got a new one, guys. So Shattered Shock is going to be our new 40 mil. We had that Ashta Tamer for a long time. I think I'll probably pull the scope off of it. I don't think the scope's overly needed, but I was kind of hoping to be able to explore more of the city. We're just kind of exploring this little dockyard.
Samples secure.
Nice work. Now,
Oh, we do have
earlier
more.
scan picked up a valid Terramorph sample, but, well, it's in the spaceport. And the quick route there looks like it got blasted when the port did.
There are steam tunnels under the city, which will allow us to access the spaceport.
Oh, great.
That's right. Kaiser, how did you know that?
I am not sure.
Percival, you see any better option?
Not from where I'm standing.
You've got our answer.
Access unlocked. We may proceed.
Hang on a second. Percival's voice sounded oddly familiar for a second. All right, anyways, getting distracted. Need to stay focused. You did a lot of Ace Combat stuff too. It might have been that. I've never done Ace Combat, but I've watched a lot of Ace Combat in the past. PC player, so you know. Ace Combat was never a huge thing for me. Londinion steam tunnels. Alright, let's do this. Finally, we're out of the frickin' cold.
Kaiser, this flora.
At least for a little bit. I am going to then treat my health issue. That treats double. I can just treat the one that'd be ideal. This flora.
This is Lazarus plant, isn't it?
Confirmed.
You know, no one even realized it was a living thing until someone got it under a microscope and saw it had cells. Can't be cultivated anywhere but Londinion. A real marvel.
Right. I was hoping for a section that kind of had a Aliens feel. This steam tunnels, that probably will do it. You know, these things like popping out of walls and stuff. Oh, I am so certain these things are now related. Yeah, these things, the heat leeches are the larval phases, aren't they? I think my theory might be right that the heat leeches are.
These leeches. What's keeping you things warm?
Mama. Wretched. Helmets. It's that way. What's that way is the way that we're going. Gotcha. Oh boy.
What's that?
My God, look at it. A Lazarus in bloom.
You know, we might be some of the only... What's happening? Captain, have you seen this?
Oh, that's not good.
Oh my God. The heat leeches are terramorphs.
Told you!
No, it can't be true. Heat leeches are everywhere. They live everywhere. That means terramorphs. Oh my God.
You just saw that, right?
I
would tell
told
me
you.
if I was losing my mind. That heat leech became a terramorph. The pests that have snuck onto every planet are baby terramorphs. Heat leeches hide out in ships, sneak away after landing, and then, with time, they transform.
It was a violent
We
transformation.
just found out how terramorphs move between planets.
We need to kill every heat leech everywhere.
No, Lazarus plants can't grow anywhere but here, let alone blossom. People have tried. Plus, if what we just witnessed was happening anywhere else, well, it wouldn't just be Londinion lost to these things. What we just saw, it must be some kind of alternate growth method. One that winnows 70 years of maturation into seconds. It's incredible.
Incredible, yes. Terrifying also.
That I don't have an answer for right now. But if they share a genome, like most nymphs and adults do, the microbe should have no problem dealing with heat leeches and terramorphs. The Asylees we'll have to look into. But given what we know about the creatures, I mean, I wouldn't be shocked to find that they've got an appetite for both.
Oh boy.
What are heat leeches? They're one of the most successful pests in the known universe.
And you guys didn't.
Tough
When
as
did they
titanium.
first come around?
They sneak onto
you know?
planets by hiding in ship engines, build nests on anything that puts out warmth, animate or otherwise, and make more leeches. But I guess what they're actually doing with all that energy they've been siphoning is fueling one hell of a transformation. Which explains how something as big as a terramorph has been spreading between worlds with no one noticing. Until now.
I'm so happy I've been shooting every single one of those damn things that I've run into.
I am sincerely inclined to agree, but current evidence suggests nature manages it just fine. The Lazarus
All right, Jeff Goldblum.
It's clearly an accelerant for the Terramorph, a heat leach transformation process. Make one into the other in an instant. But that means if anyone knew about this, they could trigger a Terramorph spawning. You could sneak a leech into a city, or even multiple leeches, into a place like New Atlantis. Good God. The attack on New Atlantis, could someone have set that up?
How would they get the Lazarus plants there?
Me neither. You'd have to know this all exists, first and foremost.
Well, we're never gonna know if you don't catch that thing. Get after it.
Oh, we have to capture that one? Shit.
Go.
All right. It's a big one. We gotta kill every single leech we see everywhere. I never like those things. This is actually a pretty young one. That went down quick.
All right. Let's get to the box. I'm up here. First of all, Kaiser's got the cell data from the New Atlantis and Tau Ceti attacks, right?
Uploaded them myself.
Captain, let Kaiser take a look at that sample.
Beginning analysis. It is a match. This suggests with high certainty that the Lazarus plant was used to trigger the attacks on both planets.
Wow, this
And
was
there's
planned for a
no
long
way
time.
A plant this rare, this fragile, just shows up here, New Atlantis, and Tau Ceti. The transformations on those worlds, they must have been triggered by human hands. Captain, do you understand what it is we just stumbled on here?
Yeah, a new biological weapon. Someone thought we could get away with attacking the UC.
Exactly. Someone saw the Lazarus plant in action and used it to trigger the attacks.
A bioweapon no one would recognize as one. Oh, that's a terrifying prospect.
Sort of thing that'll keep you up at night. And the sort of thing whoever did this probably didn't expect us to uncover.
We're gonna get shot at when we try and leave, aren't we?
Tau Ceti was likely their first test. Someplace remote where no one would question a few settlers going missing. Ensure the big show, the attack on New Atlantis, would be a success. And the timing of that one, it couldn't have been just luck that it happened right when we were asking the cabinet to do something about the Terramorphs.
Yeah.
These attacks, I think someone planned them to set all this in motion.
Is this a black flag?
They certainly
I said
were.
that
But
it was
having this
suspicious.
answer, well, it raises a couple big questions. Who could pull something like this off? And why?
I called it poor game design, you know, but maybe it's not at all that.
Let's save the discussion for when you all aren't standing in the universe's closest equivalent to hell frozen over. If we're
True
gonna
enough.
do anything to prevent more Terramorph attacks, human caused or otherwise, We need that final sample.
Roger that. Kaiser, get us into the spaceport?
The entrance is this way.
Okay, so this was the food mall. Also had a bank.
I am unable to.
Oh no. Oh. Why, game? Why? That was uncalled for.
Human cause or otherwise.
Roger that.
Okay,
Kaiser?
The entrance is this way.
please don't crash this time.
I am unable to provide sufficient power to the lock mechanism.
Anyone got ideas where we could get some extra juice?
Local power looks like it was controlled in the security office. Upper floor.
Captain and I
Right.
can scout it out. Kaiser, see if you can't find another way to get it open.
Roger that. I have restored power to the office entrance. You may proceed.
I do have some concerns about Kaiser. Kaiser was... We were shown where Kaiser was by the father. Kaiser had like heat leeches all over him, so I don't think that was like an intention. But I would not be surprised if, because Kaiser kind of had a thing at one point where he's like, I don't want to talk about a thing. I can't. He had like memories or something.
There's the control panel. Still looks operable.
But yeah, so I don't know. It's Kaiser might betray us here in a minute. I have a slightly bad feeling about it. And, well, we're going to have to give me a minute to do this. Alright, what we got inside? A knife, some ammo and stuff. Nothing major. Oh, another lock thing. So many locked things. All these people were just so damn untrusting. Seriously. Why would you be so untrusting? Wow, they were really untrusting. Okay. Okay. A couple more things. Some tea. Or before we pull the lever, let's take one more look around. I have a feeling it's going to cause issues when we do. Where though? Oh. Maybe I should have just found that beforehand.
Captain, I think I see it.
Big button.
Engaged. Running diagnostic. Diagnostic complete. Multiple systems unavailable. Warning. Priority safety concern detected. Exterior hatch power restored.
Back in business.
Warning.
Sorry.
Didn't think he'd have the guts to look those soldiers in the eye before blowing this place to pieces.
Admiral! It just transformed. An invisible weapon. No planet would be safe. Colonel, the troops that closed off the sewers after my evaluation, they're all in this facility.
He took them all out when they figured it out.
Yes, sir. Good. Get them into defensive positions around the spaceport. No one leaves. I'll send ships as soon as possible.
Thank God. None of us wanted to go down swarmed by those things.
That won't be your fate, Colonel. You have my word.
Transcription complete. Physical copy available.
Yeah, we'll take that.
An invisible weapon. He knew about the Lazarus plant.
Yep.
Grab that recording. We should talk.
Why are you bothering to carry all that junk?
Not right now.
Hey, Victus. He destroyed this place. Killed these people to keep what he knew about the Lazarus plant and the Terramorphs and
Yep.
all this a secret. Didn't he?
We gotta tell her now. There were plenty of reasons he could have ordered the bombing. No. How I interpret
Saw the
it.
potential of the plant as a weapon and hid it away. He killed those people. Condemned.
This has been his
to
play
keep
the
them
entire
from sharing
time.
what they might have seen. He was
Commander, cold-blooded murder
yes.
is. We need to tell her.
Exactly what
We need to
all
tell
thought
her.
it was. But I guess that's just another part of his sick legacy now. He thought he was protecting us all, taking the secret to his grave. Only he didn't succeed. Now someone else knows about the Lazarus plant and is using it exactly how he feared.
Your father. He's still alive.
Now's not the time to joke like that, all right? No, that's insane. He died. They executed him. They faked his death? My entire unit, they threw us all to the wolves, but kept him? And now he's what, an advisor? Commanding the fleet in secret? What was so important that they had to keep him alive?
They were using him to track down criminals from the Colony War.
Oh, they certainly picked an expert, didn't they?
He's alive. Victus is still alive. I don't care if they're using him to solve world hunger. The man is a criminal. How could the UC do something so foolish?
I guess it makes sense, though, doesn't it? The UC of that era only created me because they were afraid of a world without Victus in command. Why would they get rid of him? As long as I live, I'll never understand the loyalty that old bastard elicited.
Let's put a
Wait.
bullet in his head.
If my father's alive and knew about the Lazarus plant, what do you think the chances are he was involved in the attacks?
Only lead we've got that's not possible. He is under tight control, but there are people that deal with him, so...
Good point.
Yeah, let's talk about it a little bit later. Yeah, one monster at a time. Great way to describe it. Like I said, I'm concerned about Kaiser.
Kaiser, try it now.
Guys, your sample, it moved. I'd be real careful out there if I were you.
Okay.
That doesn't sound good.
No, it doesn't.
Eyes peeled.
Oh, this is a large open area, too. Is this going to be a real big one? Space pores. Alright, hang on. We're looting stuff. Where you at, friend?
If you don't mind, if you have any gear you want
We're not going to
for,
deal with your
yeah.
admiral friend just yet. I actually kind of like her. She's not bad. I'm okay with her. I'm okay with her. Some of the others I've not been, but as a companion, she's actually pretty good. In fact, she's been doing so good. She's been doing so good. How about we do something slightly stupid? You get to use the Ashta Tamer. I'm trusting you not to blow me up. That's why I never give anybody in Fallout a really good weapon. Because they generally wind up killing me with it. Yeah, it's kind of inevitable.
Admiral Logan's office shouldn't be terribly far. Let's go.
That thing's gonna pop out of that wall, isn't it? How close are we gonna have to get? Oh, we're gonna have to get right on top of it, aren't we? That's a different type of Tyrmorph. Oh, that's the weird where he makes you hear stuff. All right. Oh no, it's calling stuff in. Oh shit. Oh shit. Ow. Yeah, I see it.
Get those online, and I'll relay my signal.
Hang on. We could just kill this thing. Power up the... I want to get the optional. I think they took him down. Yeah, they took it down. Alright. Dude's leaving. I wish that was harder.
You're going to be carrying that gooey mess, right?
This could have been like a really good kind of boss fight. And I mean, he was definitely tougher. But, and he definitely had some additional abilities. But I really wanted him to have, like, shall we say, phases of... I just got done playing Doom Eternal. You know, so...
Good.
Alright.
Now just stash that sample with Kaiser and we're done.
See, I don't know, we're giving him all this stuff. We're giving him all this stuff. I have a really bad feeling about this.
Final sample secured.
He's gonna just take off now.
Time to get the hell out of here. Percival, you should unplug and find somewhere we can talk. Privately.
On it. See you soon.
I don't trust Kaiser. Alright, we have two different injuries here. Hypothermia acute. Some frostbite. Now let's wait until we get back to the base, maybe. I wonder if we're gonna have to track all the way back. Oh, can I fast travel over to the base? That's where we are. This was actually a cool little city. I wonder if it was always this cold here, if this was part of the devastation that was wrought by the fighting. I do like that I can take pictures in this game and they become the splash screens. Oh, this has been a really long episode. I think I'm going to call it here before we sit here and talk about these findings, because it will probably lead into another thing here. We'll head up this direction and at least get inside where it's nice and cool, I guess, or warm. We have frostbite again. So how do I get up there? Maybe I go around? Nope. Yeah, but I'm gonna... We'll start this in the next episode. I'll get to kind of where we need to be. But I will catch you guys in the next episode where we will continue with this, what I find to be a rather interesting story. So see you guys in the next episode. Bye-bye.